It's high noon.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Broncos Gaming World. Today, we're taking a look at the granddaddy of the Imperial Guard Armory, the Leman Russ Battle Tank. This is the mainline battle tank, not any of the variants, just the old school grandfather of all of the Imperial Guard Armory. We're also going to take a look at my painted Leman Russ Battle Tank and get into the data sheet coming up next. Okay, so here we have one of my Leman Russ Battle Tanks, completely built and painted. So paint scheme here, I did an undercoat of black, and then I did a stippling effect with green skin from Army Painter for the whole thing. I did that multiple times using like a big makeup brush, and then I did all of the black with just straight black from Army Painter. The silvers are the broadsword silver, or no, excuse me, plate mail from Army Painter. The tracks were painted broadsword silver, and then I just did a little bit of a wash on those with the strong tone from Army Painter, and then I just did a bunch of decal work. The Aquilas and stuff on the back are all the Talos Bronze Speed Paint 2.0. Not too much speed paint on this one, but I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. All right, so here we have the Leman Russ Battle Tank. The Leman Russ Battle Tank is the mainline battle tank for the Imperial Guard. Stat line, just land. All the Leman Russ Battle Tanks have the same stat line here. Move 10, solid. Toughness 11, great. 2+ save, great. 13 wounds, fantastic. Leadership 7+, and an objective control of 3. I'd like the objective control to be a little better than that, but it's not, and that's fine. All right, so the Leman Russ Battle Tank itself. Okay, this is just the battle tank, none of the variants, just this one. We're just talking about this guy today. So you're going to come with a hull mounted weapon and the turret weapon at base, but because upgrades are free here in 10th edition, you're also going to get the 2 side sponsons, which they don't say that, but they're just extra weapons that you can put on it, and those are going to be the weapons that are on the sides. And you can also put a pintle mounted weapon like a Stormbolter or heavy stubber. So ultimately, it depends on what you want to do with your Leman Russ Battle Tank. Okay, it's got an amazing ability with the Armored Spearhead. We'll go into that in a minute. But universally, you can throw, if you want to go like DACA heavy, if you're going against something like Orcs or Tyranids or another Guard army, somebody that has a lot of infantry, you can go more of a DACA, like run a heavy bolter on the front and 2 heavy bolters on the sides, along with the heavy stubber and the always popular 100 killer missile because it is for the price of on the house. And then you have the main battle cannon. Main battle cannon is fantastic. It's a 48 inch range, die 6+3 shots, hits on 4s, strength 10, AP -1, which is kind of sucky, but it does 3 damage. Now, the AP -1 can be boosted by things like the Leman Russ Executioner, I think it's the Executioner, or whatever, the one that has the autocannons, and things like Fields of Fire that can boost your AP. So, Fields of Fire will give you a -2 AP if you have the, I think it's the Exterminator, maybe. Exterminator? Whatever the autocannon one is. It has the same ability, its ability is the same as Fields of Fire, which is after it fires, everything else that fires at whatever it's shot at, it has an additional -1 AP. So, you could, if you time it out right, and you have both of them on the field, you could end up with a -3 AP on the battle cannon. I'd be -3 AP for everything, because your heavy bolters be -3 AP everything. At that point, your heavy bolters become pretty damn beefy, but at 2 damage, a pop at strength 5. Yeah, anything shy of a Leman Russ Battle Tank, you're going to be wounding on 5s, typically. If it's toughness 10, it is what it is. You probably want to shoot your heavy bolters with something else. So that's more of a DACA version, but if you wanted to do something more standard version of the Leman Russ Battle Tank is typically the 2 heavy bolters on the sponsons, the last cannon on the nose, and the battle cannon. That's typically what I run a lot of times, unless I'm really trying to shoehorn something specific. You can go with something that's a little bit more tank bustery with a pair of multi-meltas on the sponsons, the last cannon and the battle cannon, or kind of a hybrid-y guy, the plasma cannon. He's reasonable against vehicles, pretty good against infantry just because it's blast with die 3 shots. and you can boost it up so that it does more damage if you're not afraid of taking some hazardous damage from it. Always use the heavy stubber. Don't use the storm bolter. That's not where it's at. So here's where the Leman Russ battle tank becomes just a monster. It's the armored spearhead ability. Okay, it says each time this model makes an attack that targets an enemy unit, reroll a hit roll of 1, and if that unit is within range of an objective that you don't control, you can re-roll the hit instead. So it kind of negates the mediocre ballistic skill of your guys by allowing them to re-roll most of their misses. You know, you're going to re-roll ones, and if you're attacking somebody on objective, you re-roll everything. You know, and that's not included if you throw something like take aim or something from the Lord Solar or your tank commander. So overall, I mean, the Leman Russ Battle Tank, and I think the Leman Russ Battle Tank comes in at 185. I think, yeah, it's down from 205. They dumped it down to 185. So it's affordable. It's good, and it's got some versatility. It can do a lot of things. So yeah. So looking at the next page here of the sheet, it kind of shows you your layouts or your loadouts, what you can do. You know, you can swap your last cannon for a bolter or flamer. I don't see why you would ever use the flamers at this point. Yes, they auto hit if in like Overwatch or whatever. They just don't hit hard enough, in my opinion. So you're going to run either the bolter or the last cannon. Odds are you're going to run the last cannon because you always want that little extra anti-tank boost, and that definitely can do that. Then on the sides, you can throw the bolters, flamers, multi-meltas, or plasma cannons. Again, I don't understand why you would use the heavy flamers. And on a Leman Russ battle tank, on like a demolisher or something that's got more ability to fight in closer combat, sure, but not with this guy. You know, so I would do a DACA against armies like orcs or Tyranids. Uh, if you're going against a lot of vehicles, you throw your multi-meltas or plasma cannons. Overall, guys, the Leman Russ battle tank's really good. They lower the price on it, so it's affordable. It's a solid. The kit itself is fun to build. It's always been a good model. They haven't really done a lot to change it in the last 30 years. It's always been good. They've given it the kit. What they've done to improve the kit is they've given you the options to build all the variants in the current kit, which is really nice. But otherwise the kit's the same as it was. The kit that you buy today, as far as the Leman Russ battle tank, the main battle tank itself is concerned, is the same kit that I bought back in 1995. It's the same kit, and it's a little more intuitive. They did things like they actually numbered the track pieces so that you know exactly how the track pieces are supposed to go. And the old kit didn't do that. And being a kid at 18 years old trying to figure out how to build this kit, I wasn't savvy enough to figure that out the first couple times. It was a pain in the ass. Well, they've made it a little bit easier. You get like 3 different turret options inside the kit, which is also nice. So, and it also allows you to pseudo build the variants just that way, because you can build like 2 different turrets so with each kit, so you can just swap the turrets out, and you can push fit the sponson weapons and the hull weapon so that you can swap those out as well, which is nice. Overall, the kit's really versatile too. So there you go, folks. Leman Russ Battle Tank. They're definitely worth putting in your armies. They're a great infantry support or a great tank killer, just depending on what you need it for. So there you go, guys. Please consider liking and subscribing here on Broncos Gaming World. I appreciate your guys' help. And until next time, please take care of yourselves.
Boom goes the dynamite.